Okay, we got Commander Eagle Eye. Man, I hope this thing's in focus. Holy mackerel. Ricky, why don't you check this?
I think I had to refocus the eyeball for my eyeball. So
Oh.
Probably.
Okay, well, I can do it then. Okay, so if this is in focus, what we got here is a Supermarine Spitfire.
Rebuilt.
Which rebuilt. This is a Dynam second flight. And for all of those of you that are into history, the Spitfire was actually the queen of the Battle of Britain. And actually there were only, the Spitfire was outnumbered by the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes really did the heavy lifting, but the Spitfires look pretty, so let's just go from there. I know I'm going to get hate mail on that one. That's all right, though. And here he goes. He's taking that baby off. Nice takeoff. Okay.
Put up the wheels, Ricky. There you go.
Okay. As you can see, the audience is hollering, put up the wheels, put up the wheels. They're really into this retract stuff. And here he goes. Look at, oh, crap, I wasn't ready for that one. But there he goes, as you can tell, just barely above the runway, as usual. I'll try to get ready for the next one so that you can see exactly how close to the runway he flies. Pretty much cutting grass while he goes. It looks that low. Yeah, this plane seems to be flying really, really nice. I like the way it goes. Okay, now, oh, here he goes. We're going to bring him down. Watch this. Here he goes. Tell you what, with that camouflage paint job, it's almost hard to see that Spitfire against that tree line. But that's the way it was supposed to be. Well, so far, a good, nice flight. I think I hear my sinuses wheezing. I hope not, but I didn't want to get Vicks all over his camera. Does anybody besides me still use Vicks?
Yeah, we use Vicks.
Do you? God, I love the stuff. I'd eat it if if I could. I hear people do that. That sounds kind of gross to me. Uh-oh, he's going out over the lake. Must have seen something out there. Nope, coming back. Says all's clear. And there we go, a nice little flyby. Whoa, what happened? Oh, there he is. I lost him. And there he goes, doing some stuff, doing World War II aerobatics. Every pilot learned how to do these things. Well, actually, you couldn't fly a Spitfire upside down, little known fact. Not until the later iterations came out. The originals had carburetors on them. You know, you'd think somebody could have afforded a fuel injection system. The Germans could. Whoa, I don't know what he just did, but it was cool. Oh, that was called the I nearly lost it move. Used by many, many radio control pilots. Also known as panic recovery. So anyway, the Spitfire had a carburetor in it, and when they flew them inverted, whoa, there's a fence. When they flew them inverted, of course carburetors work with gravity, and when they went inverted, then the carburetor kind of became useless, and they would sputter. They wouldn't always die, but sometimes they'd sputter and they'd die, and when they did, they didn't have an electric starter on them, so they had to coast in. That's all they could do. Whoa, I wasn't ready for that. We lost him. Oh, there he goes. We got him. I'm going to have to pay a little bit more attention to doing the camera work and less attention to giving you all these fun facts. The fun facts. that I know this is what you really tune in for. I could just kind of video the sky, but as long as I'm talking, y'all will watch. We'll go, holy mackerel, give us some more fun facts. Well, here's a fun fact for you. I lost him. He's a little bitty dot somewhere. Here he comes. Here. But basically, I think going into the Battle of Britain, they had just under 1,000 fighter planes, with 1,000 planes between Hurricanes and Spitfires, and I believe something like 700 were Hurricanes and the other 300 were Spitfires. Y'all look that up and check it out. Make sure. And it may not have been that big a difference, but it was about, there were a third more Hurricanes than there were Spitfires. What they really didn't have was pilots. And once again, that's because most countries like America right now during peacetime reduce their military forces, and then you got some country like China building theirs. Okay, and when China attacks, we're not going to have anybody in the military. Look at that nice landing. Man, I'll tell you what. That plane may not fly for crap, but it sure does land good. No, actually, that was a heck of a good flight. I'm just being ornery today. I don't know why. Oh! There, he had it. He should have left it alone, but no! He had to try to steal one more base. Oh! There we go.
Got an Alabama prop.
Yeah, now he's got an Alabama prop. Yeah, that's back in a few years ago when we first started going deaf. We'd talk about out of balance props. Well, we couldn't hear real well, and we thought they were saying Alabama prop. We go, where in the hell do you get an Alabama? Oh, of course, Alabama. Why would you buy a prop from Alabama? Then he goes, no, out of balance. And I go, oh, okay. Now we understand. So we still call them Alabama props when they're out of balance. But y'all probably don't find that as funny as we do, but y'all aren't deaf. If you were deaf, you'd think a lot of this was funny. Well, if you were deaf, you wouldn't be able to hear a lot of this. So I guess you wouldn't think it's funny. Oh well. Anyway, he's going to be bringing it back in. And this is probably the least exciting part, unless it gets away from him. He accidentally hits the throttle and runs into a bunch of stuff. You know, we may just go ahead and hang in just a second. We'll have to put a little obstacle course out here. And there it is. And I don't know which version of the Spitfire that is, but they're all nice. Of course, it's hidden behind that sign. And nobody wants to see. That's censored. And there it is. That is the Dynam Mark something or another. It's the only one they sell. Whoa. And I keep running in that fence. I need to watch where I'm going. So there he goes. He's taking it in. He's probably going to do the post-flight inspection. And we'll see you on the runway in a few minutes.